Welcome, Omah.
Thank you. Thank you for actually having us. I mean, this means a lot to me and my people.
So let's get into the conversation. So right now, for those who don't know, SARS stands for Special Anti-Robbery Squad, aka SARS. And when I first saw it, I saw it as a hashtag. I didn't know what was going on, but my fans from Nigeria brought it to my attention, and I think it's important that we shed some light on this. So Omar, what's your perspective on SARS, and how have you been directly affected by it?
Okay, one more time, I want to say big thank you to you for actually using this, actually using your platform to create awareness. Um, Basically, SARS is supposed to be an anti-robbery squad, special anti-robbery squad. It was formed in sometime 1990 something or whatever. And but in recent times, SARS have actually turned against the original idea why it was formed. It is turned against us. Um, SARS have been killing us. They have been shooting at us. I mean, everything that they stood up for, everything that they were supposed to stand for, they've turned against everything. And recently, I've been affected by SARS. My people have been affected. I mean, this is why there's an ongoing protest right now. And right now, Lagos people are still standing, even though they are being shot at. The same people were protesting that they should stop killing us. And people are still being shot at in Lagos right now. Um, that is why we've been protesting. I've been affected. Me by myself, I could speak for myself because uh, recently I was just a normal guy on the street. I was just a normal guy um, who just makes music, who have a type of hair, who I don't have tattoos now, but I love to have tattoos someday. And we are being profiled by SARS for having tattoos or having an iPhone or having a car or something. You are completely a prey, you're completely a target as long as you have a type of hair or as long as you have tattoos. And the government isn't doing anything about it. Sometimes they shoot at us directly, straight up. They don't have warrants to search the phones or something. Sometimes they just shoot at us, and the government haven't been doing anything about it. So recently, my people started protesting, and still it is getting worse. We're protesting that the government should do something about the police. The government should do something about SARS. And the best we could get from our government is being shot at by the military, being trying to um, curb our voices, trying to. I mean, I'm really sad right now. I'm sorry if I'm actually talking out of conduct, am I? Because I'm really sad.
No,
There's a lot going on right now. So yeah, um, everyone lives in fear in Nigeria. Everyone lives in fear as long as you're young, as long as you go out on the street every day. Recently, one of the things that actually ignited the fire was a person from our city, Slick. He was an aspiring musician. He was shot dead just because he didn't unlock his phone. I mean, he didn't unlock his phone. That was why he was shot dead. I mean, there's zero accountability on. I'm sorry, you just have to give me a moment. I'm really
no,
not
no,
in the
please,
best.
no, please take your time. I want to thank you for coming in here and sharing your side of the story. And even when we touched bases yesterday, it's heartbreaking. But
It
yeah,
is.
please share all the details as you can, because our
Okay,
platforms is used to inform. So go ahead and take your time.
okay. Let me take it slow this time. Let me take it slow. The SARS are killing us. The SARS are killing innocent Nigerian youths. We're being profiled for our hairstyle, for tattoos, for having an iPhone, for having a laptop, for having a car. We're being killed. We're being harassed. Women are being harassed. Women are being raped. Um, and Nobody's doing anything about it. The government isn't doing anything about it. And now the people are talking, the people are trying to speak up for themselves. This is actually supposed to be a peaceful protest, and it has been a peaceful protest since day one. I have actually marched alongside the protesters. I was one of the first persons in Port Harcourt to start up the protest. I was there in the first day we protested. Port Harcourt, my city, my hometown, protested for the first time. I have been with the protesters, and this thing have been peaceful. I've been on social media. It has been peaceful from day one. And all we have been asking for is stop killing us, stop police brutality, end police brutality in Nigeria. That has been our main cause. But still, we're still being shot at the police. I mean, just yesterday night, right, in Lagos. I mean, there's a lot going on in the country right now. I'm stuck somewhere in the country. I'm not in Lagos right now. As of yesterday, in Lekki to in a place in Lagos, Lekki, peaceful protesters. That has actually been the most peaceful place, right? That have been the most peaceful protest ground ever since. Last night, the people were crying, singing the national anthem, holding Nigerian flags, and the military opened fire on them. I mean, where is that done? That's not done anyway. I mean, I know for sure that John Wick actually killed a lot of people in that movie because his dog was shot. That was his dog. Yeah, I mean, I can't kill your pet. I know a lot in a lot of countries, I just can't kill your pet and go scot-free. I should be charged with something, right? But
Right.
here in Nigeria, our own police are killing us, shooting at us, and the worst of it on my internet when you get shot at, you get killed,
It's okay.
and
Okay. I think you're good.
you know.
So, so my question to you is, do you think the world has been getting accurate information about what's been happening to the innocent people in Nigeria?
I think the people that are listening, the people that have been doing the research, I think they're getting some information. But I mean, the local news here isn't reading nothing. I'm not sure that um I'm not sure they are reading the news the way it is supposed to be, like the way it is happening here in Nigeria. I can't find anything on the internet, on the news stations telling the world what is really happening in Nigeria. But I think on social media, like we have been amplifying this thing, we have been talking. I myself, I've been using my platform to talk really loud. Yeah, so the government isn't doing anything about it. But so far, we the youths, we've been marching, we've been protesting, we've been crying, we've been shouting, we've been risking our lives. We're still being shot at every single day, and government has done the blind eyes. I mean, it's crazy. We humans, we black, we people. You know
Right.
what I mean, right? I
Right.
mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, really crazy.
So, um, when you were talking to me yesterday, a lot of the things that you shared, it I couldn't believe my ears. So just to summarize what you've been saying, they've been robbing people, they've been
Mhm.
extorting,
Raping women,
they've been raping
extorting
women,
people.
they've been kidnapping
Exactly.
people,
They've been kidnapping people. They've been shooting young, innocent Nigerians. They've been
and
killing us.
it's kind of graphic. But can you please inform the people what they are doing with the people they are taking away to their headquarters?
Okay. Once again, I said SARS is supposed to be Special Anti-Robbery Squad.
Right.
Yeah, it's a unit of the police of the Nigerian police that was supposed to be targeting a special type of armed robberies and stuff like that. So, but recently they have been on the streets extorting us. Recently, myself, I've been a victim. You know, I've been a victim of this whole thing. I was extorted even when they found out it was me. I mean, if it wasn't me, I don't know what it would have been for me that night or whoever it was supposed to be. Uh, um, they stop you, they search your phones without warrant. Sleep was shot because he refused to unlock his phone. They search you without warrant. They harass you. they intimidate you, they don't like our level of civilization, they can't handle it. I mean, this is what has been going on in Nigeria for a long time. And recently the people have decided to speak up without a leader. There have just been a peaceful protest without no leader. This is just young Nigerian angry youths just speaking up peacefully that they don't want this anymore. And still the government is turning a blind eye. Nothing has been done. I mean, they've announced the disbandment of SARS, but their stations remains fully functional even after this has been announced. Um, Nothing have actually been done. There is news all over the internet about thugs roaming around and coming to protest grounds with SARS vehicles. There's videos all over the internet about it. I mean, there is videos all over the internet stating that SARS is still functional, and that is why the people are still on the streets crying that they don't want this anymore. And the government, the military, is still shooting at the people right now as I'm speaking to you. They're still shooting at our people in Lagos, Nigeria, in Port Harcourt, in different parts of Nigeria. They're still shooting at our people right now. So the least we could do is actually, this is all we have. Our voices are all we have before they cut off our throats. They're still gonna cut it off anyway if we don't speak. So our voices is all we have. I mean, the least we could do is speak up, share the stories, tell as much people as we can that this is really happening in Nigeria. I mean, if there's anything anybody could do for us, please do. Please tell people. I mean, invite bodies that could help this whole thing. It's really going crazy. We're living like animals. We're being killed like dogs and chickens and stuff. It doesn't make no sense.
So I really want to thank you for coming out and sharing your story, because you know you are living in dangerous times, and I would like to touch on a letter from the youth who that was provided by a female coalition, and we're gonna also touch into tap into like their organization afterwards, but um, they said that all the former SARS were deployed to other existing departments, which is a gross insult to the many Nigerians who have died on the hands of these criminals. They are demanding a public inquiry, investigation, and hearing into every death and every act of brutality. So, for those who just elaborate on that more, from my understanding, so they disbanded SARS, but then sent them to other units, another unit, which is known as SWAT now. So
Mhm.
that's disrespectful. That's not change. That's passively aggressive. That's a passive aggressive approach to alleviating the situation, which is not cool, because you're not. That means that they're not really getting rid of SARS. They're just sending these officials to other departments where the acts are still being carried out. Correct?
Yeah, exactly. It was supposed to be disbanded, but 2 days after it was disbanded, they announced disbandment of SARS. There was a new unit called SWAT, right? Yeah, SWAT. There was a new unit called SWAT, and these are the same people who have committed crimes against our human rights. These are the same people that have committed crimes against the community, the society, and they weren't charged, they weren't questioned. They were just moved to a different unit with a different uniform. And this is what we have been saying. Like, we have been crying that. I'm sorry. I'm really emotional right now. I'm
No.
really emotional. Please, just give me a second, please. I have to turn off my notification, right? My location right now. It
Okay.
feels like I'm getting notifications that
Yeah. Go
I'm
ahead.
being followed. I'm being followed. So I just have to go off right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So his location is his location on? Um, this this is um very unfortunate, and I appreciate Omar's bravery to come on to live. And we had touch base before, and it's heartbreaking. These citizens, these innocent lives, are being kidnapped. beaten, raped, stolen from. It does not sound like protection to me. That sounds like abuse of power, which is not cool. So, like I said in the beginning of the live, I like to have an action with the plan because for me, it's more than a tweet. It's more than a post. It's about that action. So, let's get into the things that can be taken. And everybody contributes in different ways. You can either contribute with money, donations. They're accepting water, food, masks, first aid kits, bail money. This will all be posted to my story after this live is done. But there's a feminist coalition that actually started this year, 2020. And their mission is equality for women in the Nigerian society with a core focus on education, financial freedom, and representation in public office. That's their mission statement. However, they've been very proactive with the SARS movement and has actually raised 37 million Nigerian dollars in crowdfunding for the SARS protests. For anybody who is watching, like I said, we contribute in different ways, whether that's money, donations, or spreading awareness. So let's continue to shed light onto a situation and these issues that need coverage. The knowledge is power, and it's important for us to enlighten, which is why I chose to come to my platform because, yes, I love promoting my music. Yes, I love promoting my fashion and my nails or what's happening on in Saweetie's world. And I understand that my art craft is a form of escapism. However, I'm a human, and there are real world issues. And I think that it's important to shed light on those issues. And at first, I didn't know what SARS was. So I sought out for information because in order to have action, you have to have education. And if you have a heart and if you're a human, then I'm pretty sure that his story and the stories that we have shared during this live, hopefully, some plan of action will come about, and those links and those details will be provided in my link in my bio and in my stories. But equality is important. If we all cut our wrists, the same blood come out. So no blood is better than the other blood, and it's important for us, if we have the resources, to help other humans out. This is just really sad. And then also, just because just because other public figures it's just not voice. Please be mindful of how we communicate with other public figures, celebrities, athletes, because not everybody displays their acts of their actions. Not everybody posts their donations and works of effort for a photo op or for recognition or for a pat on the back. So yes, we will continue to spread awareness. but people are dying. It's a real issue that needs real help. So hopefully we've all taken something hopefully we've all taken something from this moment, because innocent lives are being affected, and that's not okay. So like I said, please check out the links so that we can help our brothers and our sisters out in Nigeria. Thank you so much for tuning in.